Hi guys, I'm Juan here, up at the sun, bringing a lifestyle, fan, and realness. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Before we get started, please go ahead and hit that like button. It really does help me with that vicious algorithm. And subscribe if you haven't already. If you're not a fan of exposition, you can go ahead and jump to this timestamp here. That is where I will be beginning this wonderful Stranger Things haul. The day has finally come. I have been planning for this video for what feels like forever. As you see from the title, I am doing my Stranger Things collection, but specifically centered around a very particular couple, and that is Steddie. Now, y'all must be thinking, what? Steddie? Yes, Steve Harrington / Eddie Munson. I do ship them. Now, this video is not for me to convince you otherwise. I know it may not be people's cup of tea. They don't like things that are non-canonical. I had the honor to be late to the game. Hashtag fake fan for sure. In terms of, I was not on the Stranger Things bandwagon when it first came out. And that's just me in general. I don't really like, if something is super hyped up, I tend to fight against it because I don't want to be swept up into anything. Not saying that I'm too good for it, but it was something that just wasn't on my radar. Yes, I mean, of course, I had heard about it. I don't live under a rock. So back in October, as I was scrolling through and getting into the spooky season, something had popped up on my feed. And it was a suggestion for a Steddie story. There's nothing more your boy likes than a good queer pairing. I need all the queer content. And of course, I'm not new to shipping people who are not canonically together. I did read fan fiction in high school. So this story was suggested by Steddie Stories. So in my research, it became very apparent that this was going to be a problem. I immediately became obsessed. You all know what hyperfixation is, right? I am so prone to hyperfixation. First it was Luca, then it was Heartstopper, and now it's Stranger Things, specifically centered around Steddie. If you like a further deep dive into what makes this a great pairing, there is a YouTuber known as Airlocks and Avery's, and she has a great video explaining the dynamics of Steddie and makes a great case for that. I mean, I definitely am not alone in this because that video has like 63,000 views. So as I mentioned, Steddie Stories is an account on Instagram. Go ahead and follow them because they're great. It's actually run by a wonderful young lady named Megan. Unfortunately, Megan and her friend Stacy, you can follow over on Instagram, got together and they started a podcast known as Skull Rock Broadcast. And if you follow me on Instagram, hint, hint, you'll know that I also have been religiously listening to them since their inception. They currently, as of this recording, have 8 episodes up, so I really encourage you to go ahead and check them out. These ladies are awesome. They know their stuff, and their passion just makes you even more passionate about this fandom. They've also been a wonderful support and resource for me to kind of get my head together with this subject, being a hashtag fake fan for so long. And they've just been so sweet and so welcoming, and they did just recently follow me on Instagram, and I'm like, oh my gosh, so amazing. I will link their information all down below, so please go ahead and check them out again. They are the best. Also, major spoilers ahead. If you have not seen anything or you don't know anything, we are coming on to season 5, which is going to be the last season for Stranger Things, which is currently in production. But of course, Steve Harrington is played by the wonderful Joe Keery, and Joe Keery has been keeping very busy. This past summer, he was in the movie Finally Dawn, which is an Italian period drama. He also was doing a turn on season 5 of Fargo as Gator. And this year, his movie Marmalade came out, which looks really fun. And as for Eddie Munson, he is played by the wonderful Joseph Quinn. He's currently listed as number 4 for most popular actor on IMDb. Like, what? But he has been so humble and so kind during the whole process that it's only good karma coming his way. And he has been keeping busy. He's set to star in A Quiet Place Day 1, the upcoming Gladiator 2 movie, and the most jaw-dropping announcement post-Stranger Things, he's going to be our very new Johnny Storm in Fantastic Four, which, so great. If you're subscribed to the channel and you have the bell notification on, you were getting notice that my YouTube shorts have been very specific over the last couple of weeks. I have been quietly letting you know that I am in my Stranger Things bubble, and I am here to bring you an extensive collection. I'm going to start with some miscellaneous, and that includes apparel. As you can see here, the fit. I definitely look like I'm ready to play some D&D. This amazing Hellfire Club shirt is from our universe, but this Hellfire Club hat is actually from PacSun. I love this fit, this hat. I had to get it. It was such a good deal. I also ended up getting this Scoops Ahoy shirt, and it has the bandana here on the front. On the back it says Scoops Ahoy Ice Cream Parlor. Isn't that cool? And it has little Stranger Things there. This is nice and oversized. There was a sale, so that's why I got this. I also ended up getting this red shirt that says Scoops Ahoy. On the back it says Scoops Ahoy as well, but it's even more specific because it says Starcourt Mall, Hawkins, Indiana. And it has the anchor emblem here. How cute is that? I mean, it's so cool. Then I got this cream color shirt that says America's favorite place to cool down. And then it has like this coupon here for a free scoop. It's really cool here. I love the script. I just love that. That looks so great. Ugh. So I couldn't pass this up. On the back it just says Stranger Things there. They're so cute, and I cannot wait to rock them when the weather is a little warmer here. It's still too cold for to wear just a t-shirt outside. And if they're still available, I'll go ahead and link them down below so you can check them out, see if they have your size. Next is this pop tee that says delicious ice cream, and there says Steve there. Look at him. Oh, so cute. It's Ahoy Ice Cream Parlor. It says, I got the scoop at Fun Days. I did not get this at Fun Days. Again, I was late to the Stranger Things fandom, but I do remember when this was being incorporated. Got this off Macari, brand new. No one ever wore it, but it just has Steve on there, so I had to get it. Also, spoiler from what I'm wearing for Halloween. This is the famous Scoops Ahoy uniform, and I know that a lot of people had worn this initially when it came out, but it's just so cool. This was only worn once, so I bought this used. I know that sounds gross, but if you only wear a costume one time, it's better to just, yes, give it out there. Someone else can enjoy it, and I know I'm definitely going to enjoy it. This is a lot cheaper than the original $50 tag that they had for this. $50, my gosh. But it comes with everything, and it's from Spirit Halloween. I'm not going to go and take it out. You'll just have to wait till October. And hopefully by then I will be able to do this outfit justice. Hashtag fitness journey. So that's all I have for apparel. Next, let's go ahead and go into some miscellaneous items. Namely this mug. Everyone knows that these are the Christmas lights that Joyce puts up trying to communicate with Will. And I just thought this was perfect for the holidays. And I probably could use it now, but I have so many mugs I really don't need to. It's a substantial mug, and I got it from Wally World. Again, a huge thank you to Stacy over at stillstayreviews, because I saw this mug in one of her stories. I was like, where'd you get that? I'm so grateful that she let me know where she got it, because now I have it and I love it. There unfortunately is no Walmart in New York City. I cannot find one. The closest ones are over in New Jersey. Ew, who wants to go over there? I'm just kidding. No shade to New Jersey. But I really am just not going to go all the way out to New Jersey just to get some Stranger Things items in person. Specifically, I will be missing out on the Scoops Ahoy. I mean, maybe someday down the line I can stop into a Walmart, try it out, then and there. But unfortunately, they don't ship them. But they do ship other items, like this Scoops Ahoy ice cream bowl set. So this is actually 2 pieces. This top comes off, and this is the bowl. And then the cone is hollowed out, so you can also put ice cream here. It comes with 2 spoons that you can enjoy your ice cream with. At first I was like, what? This is impractical, but I'm like, this is the size that you use at gelato shops. Like, obviously it works. And together, Juan. So I love that it's a set so you and a friend can both enjoy. My only wish is that this was actually ceramic, or kind of a faux ceramic feeling. It's just plastic. There's nothing extra special about it, but it'll do the job. And of course I got 2 of them. This is the box it comes in. Sorry for the glare. It actually is a lot of ice cream that you can put in here, so it's just, just enough. Love the branding. It's so cool. And there's the babies. Look at Steve and Robin. Oh my gosh. They're just the coolest, aren't they? This is a great photo of them. I really am glad I got 2. They're relatively inexpensive. I got one to use, and I got the other one that I can use for my display. And then I got this bat. This is Steve's nail bat. And this is called the Babysitter's Bat Blaster. Leave it to someone to figure out, how can we get this bat out there but not have people use it to bludgeon each other with. Oh, I know. Let's make it into a Nerf gun. And that's what it does. You can see here it shoots out these pellets here. The blast darts, what they're calling them. And they're claiming that this shoots out to like 80 feet. Pump action dart blaster. Okay. I will not be taking this out, but what's cool is that it has this flap that opens and you can see it inside. This is all rubbery plastic. It's not the size of an actual bat. It's teeny tiny. Even though this is for 14 and up, but they have this cool art of Steve there with the nail bat. This gives you another idea of how it functions. This is the top of the box. And you have the mind flayer there. You have a warning about how this bat could be misconstrued as a firearm by police officers, so handle with care. Oh my gosh. This is America. But I thought this would be a cool display piece. I could display some collectibles off the top of this, and then I can just flap it open if I'm really curious to see inside. The next thing I'd like to share with you are some pins. Now, you know I love me some pins, especially when it comes to my fandoms. I will hunt them down. First pin I'd like to share is this family video store pin of Steve Harrington. It's just so cool. I really like the art of this pin. They really did a great job capturing his face with his arms crossed, and he's in front of that sign with that family video, and the colors are very well coordinated, and he has his watch on, and then you can even see on his tag it says Steve, and it's just a great copy of this pose of him. And it's by Hello Sailor Tees. Again, I'll link all the information down below, but this backer card is everything. So funny. This is one of the best scenes ever of him trying to get this job at family video. And he's saying, oh, Star Wars, the one with the teddy bears, duh. That's how I am sometimes about things. She also included this massive sticker. But that's so cool. I love that. I mean, they included this sticker, which just, look at this. You could easily sell this separately, but I'm just so grateful that they were able to throw this in with my pin order. I was able to pick up this Eddie Munson pin from the same place. So this pin is pretty cool. Eddie has some wild hair. I love his hair. And he has the bats behind him, which are the bats that are tattoos on him. And then he has his guitar behind him. And then the back is shaped like a guitar pick. It has this really nice muted mint color. It's a two-pronged post like the other one I forgot to mention. The backer card is him and his Master of Puppets scene and the upside down. I love that she hand wrote thank you heart Meg on the back. This is a really nice touch. And she also sent this massive sticker. This is just so cool. I love this. The next pin I got is from My Name is a Flower, and of course this is on Etsy as well. What I love about this pin is that it has Studio Ghibli vibes. How the faces are, I love that artwork. They got the hair great. Steve has his signature bat here. Eddie has his spear here. They're holding pinkies, like their pinkies are interlocked, which is so super cute. And I love how Steve is just looking at her so assuredly, and like Eddie has this pensive look on his face. It's just so stinking cute. And then we have this beautiful Steddie Nation pin. So it's established in 1986. This is so gorgeous. It has this beautiful glittered element to it. The eyes for Steddie Nation are dotted in hearts. Again, we have Eddie's signature bat tattoo details. There are hearts all over the frame. The dice there, the D20. And then we also have the Corroded Coffin tape, which is the band that Eddie was in. And then we have a crown here indicating King Steve. And then we have the bat that kind of looks like a turkey leg with spikes through it. And then we have a hairspray can. How perfect for Steve the Hair Harrington. It's just so wonderful how many things are able to fit into this motif. And it also says, again, like I said, it says established in 1986. And on the back it does say Patterns, Colors, Flowers, which is the person who designed this pin. And I love it so much. And when I saw that this was out there, I knew that this fandom was alive and well. At first, I thought this fandom was kind of niche, that there really wasn't a huge following, but I am so naive. This fandom actually made the #1 spot in this list here that you can see, the top 100 ships for AO3 for summer 2023. It had over 19,000 related works. Summer 23, a lot of it was people's response to not loving how Eddie dies in season 4. I understand why they were so upset. The final pin I'd love to share is from Just Rad Illustrations on Etsy. They're called Shiny Dirty Coin on Instagram. This is a limited edition pin. This is 136 out of 200. See there. I'm so happy I got this backer card specifically. I am just obsessed with this pin. First of all, it's them kissing. And I love that because this is like solidifying the Steddie love. Steve in his yellow sweater there. And that's where they meet Eddie at Skull Rock. He's wearing that sweater. And Eddie has his rings. And his nails are painted, which I'm not sure they were painted in the series. But it's a fun little detail that they added. They included Steve's moles there and his freckles. And it's so cute. His hair looks great. Eddie's hair looks great. Again, some details missing on the vest, but you know, that's just me being picky. He still has his Hellfire Club shirt on, and then he is wearing the guitar pick around his neck. I love how it's like not solely like rounded off. Like you can see that there's slightly a fraying action off of the pin on Eddie's shoulder there. It's just a beautiful pin. It's so high quality as well. I love it. Here's another look at the back card. You can see here it does say Steddie Kiss Pin. So cute. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get into some vinyl collectibles, starting with U2s. Now, I've never actually owned any U2s vinyl collectibles before, and I will say that I am highly impressed. So sorry for the glare. I'm going to take this out in a second. But this box protector actually came with the order because they are slightly pricey. And obviously the trauma from Funko, I was worried get trashed in the mail, but no, they actually send them with these protectors. Again, the price point isn't cheap. I was like, why is these so darn expensive? And I will say it's because of the artwork. Just one layer. Look at that. Here he is fighting for his life with the demo bat. So the artwork continues around here as well. My gosh, look at that. So cool. I mean, he's really giving it to them. You open the flat, it says, when did Steve get so hairy? Talking about his schmexy hairy chest. Artwork continues all the way on the inside, and it does say Netflix Stranger Things. So there's a lot that's going on in the packaging alone, and I really do appreciate that. So when you're figuring out like what makes it even more, because of the extra details that they are putting into the collectible. So this is number 7 in the line, and what I love about this is that they have Steve's hair. It looks so good. You know, I'm a huge fan of the molds, and their signature is these half moon eyes that don't really change, but it has a wonderful effect. That the expression that they can get out of this, you can see he doesn't have a nose, but he is both. The body detail is so nice that this is like, man, Steve is working out. You can see every little nook and crevice of his muscles there. I like how his torso isn't super thin. He has a nice wide back as well. The only thing I'm not a fan of is like they give him this little flat butt. It says battle cuts on him, and it's not afraid to look bloody. And he is stepping on that demo bat. That demo bat is very detailed as well with the mouth there. He's pulling on it. Just a cool moment. A little hard to stand just because there's a difference where his foot is stepping on the demo bat. And there's just so much action going on here. I love it. Next we have Hellfire Club Eddie. Now he's doing his famous tongue action here. Which is great because Funko was not able to do this. We're glad we have another vinyl creator out there who can actually get this spot on. He looks so cool there. Again, super detailed. Like the way his sleeves are open, then you can see the bands on his wrist. His vest is more detailed and more accurate. It's wonderful. And you can see the folds in his shirt there. That's tucked in, and it's just so cool. I love how his mouth, see how like his expression is very sweet almost, and they got Steve's expression all frowny face, even though his eyes are in the same shape. That's what I love about this. Again, beautiful molding of the hair. I'm such a big fan of that, and his stance is great, and it's just so fun and so nice to have him. He's a nice weighty vinyl as well. Like on the back of the box, this is him on the cafeteria table. doing that move. So cool. Love it. Love the details of these. So YouTube's knows what's up because they came out with a Scoops Ahoy edition of Steve and Robin. It also came in this box protector with the order. So I did not have to buy it separately, which is so great. So the sleeve has them blown up here. This is the artwork. Super nice. I think they dolled up Robin just a little bit with that lipstick, but it works. Her hair is definitely nicer than in the show. This is number 15. So this came after season 4, Eddie and Steve. Again, the detail is so great. Look at this quote. It says, "Would you like to set sail on this ocean of flavor with me?" And that is the tagline that they have to say, which again is very mall culture. Like, I know what a tagline is. Hollister, we had our taglines. This has so much great detail on it. It does have, like, in the front, you have different coloring there for just to represent the different ice creams that they're offering. $1.50 per scoop. What a steal. And then they just look so great there. Steve holding the ice cream there. And then on the back, though, again, they gave him a flat booty, but I do love his shoes that are matching with its outfit. And for Robin, they definitely gave her a rump, whether that's accurate or not. Well, it's attached, so it doesn't. They don't come apart. They're not separate. They're attached to that ice cream display there and the register. Fantastic marketing. It's a wonderful idea of Scoops Ahoy. Americana, the colors, red, white, and blue, speak to a lot of people. So it was just the perfect vehicle of storytelling, especially for a story that was set during the summer, you know, 4th of July, all that good stuff. Now we're going to go into the numerous Funko Pops I was able to pick up. Starting off with the lowest numbered Funko Pop I own in this line, and it is the Target exclusive Blacklight edition of the Demogorgon. This is number 428, and y'all know I prefer a special edition over common any day. Really wasn't trying to get anything outside of Steve and Eddie, but I wanted to go ahead and give the whole world building process in the collection as well. Plus, this looks so cool. I love all the teeth details on this Demogorgon, and the coloring is so great, so effective. And under a black light, it just looks so amazing. And I'm so happy the way this turned out. This does come with a stand. So, because that head is pretty top heavy, it will topple right over. There's just so much detail to this pop, even in this color variation. And I'm really appreciative of it because, yeah, if I saw this in person, I don't know if I would be able to swing a bat at it. But our boy Steve sure did. It's just done very well, and I'm so glad that this is part of the collection. Next I have Season 2 Steve. I have all these pops and protectors, so give me a second. This is Funko Pop 638, and I'm so glad I was able to find this because this is an older pop. This came out in 2022. Again, I was not watching Stranger Things at that time. And it's part of this wave of Funkos. This is so good. I love anything extra details on it. This has him wearing the sunglasses. He has the gloves on. This is the outfit he's wearing when he goes helps Dustin to find Dart. And that's when they have their whole bonding moment. And his hair looks amazing. And I love that there's no bleeding on the hairline, so that's great. He's wearing this backpack, and he's carrying his bat, which is so freaking cool. And his shoes look great, and that little zip-up bomber jacket of his looks wonderful. I mean, again, wonderful detail in this Funko Pop. Jumping forward to our boy Steven Scoops Ahoy! This is Funko Pop 803. And this Funko Pop came out with this first wave here. This pop is great. He's wearing his apron. And you can see Steve there on his badge. I like that it has like the red striping detail underneath his uniform. It's iconic. He's holding there a scoop of ice cream. And the hair is great. Again, there's a little bit of a bleeding around the hairline. Like, it's not perfect. And I can, you know, even the hat, the white is bleeding into the hair a little bit underneath. These are just little details that I noticed that kind of drive me crazy, but overall, it's still a great pop. You know exactly what you're looking at. The hat is so cute. The details of the socks are great. Overall, a really cool pop to have. Honestly, it's not hard of a stretch to have any queer connections to the storylines because Joe Keery himself is even considered a baby girl icon. He was included in a recent article by Out magazine as one of the top 10 celebrities that are giving baby girl energy. I mean, go Joe Keery. Get that back, girl. So he does have queer appeal, and Joseph Quinn also does. So Joe Keery is just so endearing as an actor, and he has such great chemistry with Joseph Quinn when they're on screen together. I mean, look at this. This is the scene that drives people crazy for.
I'm not sure I love the idea of you driving.
Oh, I'm starting to suck her. Harrington's got her. Don't you, big boy?
That line, "Don't you, big boy," was improvised by Joseph Quinn, and I love that Joe Keery did not break character. He kind of just like flowed with it and kind of gave this little confused look with it, which is perfect. And that's the great thing about acting. Acting is about reacting. The next pop is number 829. This is the Baskin-Robbins exclusive, and I was so nervous to take this pop out of its box. I knew Stranger Things and Baskin-Robbins had to have a collaboration, but I didn't know it had produced this pop. And I was so grateful because I actually was able to get this on Mercari, and I actually got it with that Demogorgon, the Target exclusive. And it's nice to know that that seller kept this in pristine condition. So this one is different in the sense that he's no longer holding a single cone. He is now holding the USS Butterscotch there, or which is looks like a banana split as well. I don't know. Is it a banana split? Comment down below. Let me know what goes into a USS Butterscotch. Who do you work for? Just such a great freaking season. I also love that on the bowl it does have the Baskin-Robbins 31 Flavors logo there. So cool. So you cannot miss out. So Baskin-Robbins is like, no. We're going to put our logo there as well, okay? You're going to know. It's a really cool pop to have, and it will now be safely stored back in this protector. The next pop I have is Flayed Billy. Now this is a little intense. Nothing more iconic than having him walk out in his lifeguard uniform. Everybody was thirsting for Decker Montgomery. I don't care who you were. Even if you're straight, you were like, dang, I need to hit up the gym a little harder. This is Flayed Billy. He did a great job of like getting his muscle body there, but you were just so distracted by all these crazy lines all over it. He does have a whistle there. Very nicely done with the hair, the iconic 80s hair. And you just feel so bad for Billy, but he was just a POS, wasn't he? Season 2, when he was debuting, I was like, who the hell is this jackass? Not a fan. Sexy as hell, but just the attitude, just the way he treated Max, I was like, ooh. Like, honestly, Max, you did not need to be at his gravesite. You did not be having no forgiveness. If you thought what you thought, it's because he gave you every darn reason to feel that way. And I actually got to meet Decker Montgomery early on in his career. So he first came onto the scene, of course, in the Power Rangers movie that was released in 2017. Him and 2 other actors participated in the science fair hosted at Petco Park. And when I found out he was going to be there, me and my brother ended up driving over there to meet them in person because they were doing free signings. So I have here Decker Montgomery's autograph of the Red Ranger. I also have a poster of him and the other 2 actors. And Decker Montgomery just ended up catching on to Stranger Things and writing that out and being a memorable character as Billy Hargrove. So I could honestly say, like, I knew him when. But that's so cool. Like, when I saw him in Stranger Things, I was like, what the heck? I met that guy. One day you're a Power Ranger of a failed franchise, and the next you're a memorable character that people thirsted over like crazy. The next pop I have is Robin. Of course, I could not leave out my canon lesbian, okay? Lesbians are amazing. And y'all do know I love to collect LGBT related Funko Pops as well. So the canonly queer character needed to be part of this collection. This is Funko Pop 922. This is her, of course, with a dry erase board that says "You rule, you suck," cataloging how well Steve has been doing and picking up the ladies. Her nail polish and her little shoes there that are supposed to be her Chuck Taylors. And her outfit looks great. And her hair looks more like it's supposed to be, not like that over stylized in the YouTube's one. This is more, I believe, more accurate to the series. They could have made this an exclusive because of the extra her holding the sign, but they chose not to, and I appreciate that. Now jumping forward to season 4, we have Steve here, and this is number 1245. So a lot of pops have been created since season 3, right? Now we're into the thousands. Oh my gosh. This was released with this wave here. That, of course, is the iconic look with him crossing his arms. You can see his watch there, his vest, the belt, his polo, those pants, his shoes look so nice. Again, The paint job is a little iffy when it comes to that watch because it doesn't like completely meld right into the skin. Like it just looks like it goes from the watch strap to the skin. So I'm not really going to get too hung up over that, but some of those details do kind of irk me as a collector. I love his hair. Again, he's Steve the Hair Harrington for a reason. But Family Video Store Steve is just so iconic. The next pop we have is Eddie. Now, this was a Target exclusive originally. My edition here on the box, you can see that this is like the international sticker. So they don't do like specialty stores over there. There's like, nope, it's just a special edition pop. This is all you get. This is number 1250. And this is great. He's giving the rock and roll sign with his hands. He's holding his guitar there. That guitar, I love the print on that guitar. And you can still see that they added the detail of his Hellfire Club shirt. His hair looks amazing. I love the bangs. Just so freaking so well done. You just can't deny that this is Eddie Munson. Like, you're looking at him like, yes, this is Eddie. So cool. I mean, he never does a stance in the show. Like, this is completely made up, but it's perfect. What we want to see corroded coffin Eddie. Like, how does he look like when he's on stage? This is what you kind of envision, and that's what they put into this pop, which is awesome. Next, we have Steve again. This is pop number 1300, but this is what some people dub as Hunter Steve, because this is him getting ready to go into the Upside Down. And he's all his tactical gear here. He has his axe there, and again, not a fan of how the bleeding of the hairline. Like, I should shut up and get over it, but it's still like, okay, just don't look at it from the side. You have to look at it from head on. It is a comment, so I don't really have to worry about much. Just look at those combat boots, though. Those are so freaking cool. And I love that little holster of his belt there. Expression doesn't really change. So it kind of is like, this is the same head. They just switched out the body, which is a little lazy on Funko's part. But what are you going to do? Now jumping in further, we have Robin here with her Molotov cocktail. This is Funko 1461, and you can see the line that she was released with. This is great. Like, she means business. Again, I love her tactical gear. This camouflage is wonderful. I love her stance. Her hand is out. Like, she is giving, like, she knows what she's doing. I was like, is this your first time throwing these? I don't think so. And I like how she decided to go upside down all stylish with this beret. Molotov cocktail looks so cool. Like, the bottle is clear and it's like already lit with a fire. I almost wish that was able to glow in the dark, but it doesn't. And then I had to follow that up with 1462, and this is Upside Down Eddie. I will say this Master of Puppets version of Eddie is amazing. I think the biggest detail you can kind of see is that the guitar strings themselves are a little more defined. You can actually see the separation of them, as opposed to the other guitar strings in the first Target edition of them when it came out. It kind of looked like just a silver blob. But this one, they're defined, and he has his rings on, and he's actually holding a guitar pick, which is pretty cool. It comes on the stand, so you don't have to worry about him toppling over. His hair is flowing, and he has that black bandana that's been making the rounds on social media about the hidden meaning behind it. And he just looks so great, and you just want Eddie Munson to be okay at the end of everything. He's just looking very metal. This next pop I so lucked out on getting, and it is the Blacklight edition from Entertainment Earth of Eddie, number 1462 again. Now, the box is different because it's just featuring Eddie on the back here. Notice in the glam, a lot of people notice that here, this is pink, and the strings themselves are blue. But again, love the color choices that they chose for this. This is so great. I personally love Blacklight pops. I love how they turn out. They're so colorful, and they're frankly a lot more beautiful to look at, more interesting to look at than normal pops. I was able to find this for a good price on Amazon of all places. It just looks so stinking cool. This one is really special, and I'm so happy to have it. So now I can display the other one out of the box and just marvel at this one in the box. I ain't never been with the baddie. I don't know the song, but I do know Vecna. This is the Hot Topic Glow in the Dark edition of Vecna on Fire, number 1464. And I got this version because it's perfect for the Robin that has the Molotov cocktail, which causes this insane scene of him being just inflamed. And it does glow in the dark, but I was not able to really get a good glow on him to show y'all, but this is what it looks like. The detail is so creepy crawly, it's so amazing. I love how they did the Funko Pop eyes, but they're inset into his like scowl there. And it's just so cool, those little tendrils, the creepy, so gross in his hands. Blah. He is just a freaking gross looking character. This was number 1, you know, and we could all say that yes, 11 did make him. This is all her fault. No, it's really just his craziness self. He was just such a despicable person from the get-go. I mean, killing his family. Like, the only other alternative was to turn into this demon in the Upside Down, or this dark wizard Vecna. Other versions of Vecna, but this was the only one that I really wanted, and that spoke to me. So, really cool. Love the color on this. Now, the Dungeons and Dragons aspect of Stranger Things has always fascinated me. I am not really good with like RPGs and storytelling and stuff like that. That kind of gameplay really is something that I don't know if I can get into as much. I appreciate it for what it is, and I'm not trying to do everything under the sun, but I appreciate it. And I appreciate it so much that I end up getting this GameStop exclusive 3-pack for Dungeons and Dragons of the villains mentioned by name in Stranger Things. So this 3-pack includes Vecna, Mind Flayer, and the Demogorgon. Starting with Vecna. So Vecna here truly looks like the Dark Wizard. It is my understanding that Vecna himself was not a fully realized character at the time period that Stranger Things is based in. There was a reference to the hand of Vecna, but he just looks so cool. I love this regal look. Like, it's just, I don't know what, it's almost alien-like, but it's just also very royal-like. It's hard to describe, but I do like his dress, or that reaches to the floor, or however you call that. But this is just not, and I love like the metallic details as well. Of course, the next one looks super cool. It's the Mind Flayer. He has his powers activated there. He has this Cthulhu looking face, and he has this really cool billowing cape there that's slightly torn. His belt has a skull on it. It's really awesome. Like, he is such a well designed character, and I'm just like, this is what Billy's counterpart is, or like he was, or the counterpart really is that spider looking thing, but this is what they're calling the Mind Flayer. At first when I saw this, I was like, how are they making that correlation? It really is just the powers of the Mind Flayer is that they're interconnecting with what's going on in Stranger Things. And then of course the Demogorgon. The Demogorgon has 2 heads though, so I don't know how this monster that looks more like the creature from The Last of Us got, dubbed the Demogorgon. But I think, when you're a kid and you're having to make sense of something that's very scary, what else is more scary than this beast known as a Demogorgon? I mean, it looks intense looking, but I just love the look of this thing. It's just so awesome. I love this combination of the tentacles with the beast legs and the tail, and it's 2-headed, and the coloring on this is amazing. It's very much interconnected to Stranger Things, so I just had to add it to the collection. We're in the home stretch. Thank you so much for sticking around for so long. The next Funko I'd love to share is number 1477, and it is Campaign Eddie. My gosh. This is a Pop Deluxe, and this is Eddie here, and he's standing. He's not sitting in that chair, and he's out there, and they did a great job pretty much having the table there with all the books and the dice and what you need here, and these are like cans of soda on there as well, and it has a goblet and these candles and this funky looking lamp there. The chair, that chair is so beautifully detailed, and Eddie is just amazing, and I'm so glad they gave him another Funko Pop. I know people were complaining like, how many Eddie Pops do we need? All of them, okay? We didn't get enough Eddie, all right? The more the merrier. And again, the scene was just so iconic, so it was only right that they did give it some love. And again, tying into Dungeons and Dragons. That's what they do. That's what the whole club is about. And this is the first pop that Eddie is not wearing any of his jackets. Like no vest, no jacket. His arms are stretched out. You can see the detail of his tattoos on one of his arms there, on his right arm, which is our left if you're looking it straight on. It's just so detailed, and that's what you can do with a Pop Deluxe when you cause a scene. Again, this was a Target exclusive. I didn't mention that. As soon as it became available, I was like, gotta buy it. The next pop I have is the pop poster of the piggyback. This is a Netflix exclusive, and it's so big I could not even put it on my little rotating thing for you, so I do apologize. But it wouldn't do any justice because this is just so much going on here that this is the famous poster that they have. I forget the person behind these. What's his name? Comment down below. I forgot his name, but they did these beautiful posters for each of the episodes in season 4, and they're just so gorgeous. Just look at that artwork. Oh, so great. My gosh, I love this so much. It says, try to be still. It will all be over soon. What Vecna tells his victims. And this is the Eddie. People are saying that this is exactly the same, and I will tell you it is not. Not only is it different color variation, okay, but his hair is different. You see these spurts of what's supposed to be hair on his face, and then his hair is actually flayed out on the side here. This is not really worth taking out of the box because if you're familiar with these, they're just all plastic. And what they ended up doing, like I wanted to take it out, but the sticker is actually on the plastic wrap covering. So if I took it off, I'd have to take it off, replace it. I don't want to go through all that business. So it's just going to be a collector's piece. If I end up buying another one so I can actually, you know, display it on the wall or something, that'd be fine. But as of now, I want this to be like a standalone piece, and which is great. I mean, you don't need to have all your Funko Pops like out of their box, you know. So again, forgive me for the glare, but the poster, which I show on the back, is essentially what's here. And I love it. I love this concept. I'm kind of glad Funko was like pushing the envelope and they're like, okay, how can we resell these but make them more interesting and more collectible? And they start incorporating artwork like this, which, you know, I'm not mad at. Y'all, we're in the final handful of Funko Pops now. I actually didn't know I was going to be able to share these with you because they just dropped February 18th. So let's say that again. February 18th, this dropped just days later, and they are blacklight editions of Eddie. So this is the original that they had released, a Target exclusive. However, now they've done a re-release for Target Con of this blacklight version of Eddie. And this one is accurate as far as the strings are concerned. They are blue on the box, so they are blue on the Funko Pop. And it's just exactly the same mold, only with the blacklight painting of it. And he just looks so freaking cool. Again, the more blacklights, the better. I'm not mad at it. I did not include this with the other one because this just dropped, so I did not know if I even was going to have it, but I do. And I just love his purple hair. I love that the hair is purple. It's just so cool. His shirt is green. The demon on his shirt is this pink. I just the colors are great. So you can't complain. It's just, I mean, he does look like a Simpson, but whatever. It's so cool, and it just say so. I'd rather have him than not have him. This box though is a little worse for wear. It's slightly dented in here, but the sticker does say Target Con 2024 limited edition exclusive. Okay, a lot of words there. There is slight damage, like creasing on the corner there. It's not perfect, but it's just enough to keep it in the box, so I can now have the other Eddie displayed outside the box. I love this so much. And last but surely not least, I did end up getting the Robin and Steve 2-pack. Now, this is the Robin that I was missing. I don't have this Robin in her common form. I'm gonna have to pick that up, but I love her. Her color gradation is so great. Her hair is this vibrant pink. Again, her skin color is that of the Simpsons. This is another case of mass production. The skin and the hairline are bleeding into each other. I'm not a huge fan of that. But I do love all the color of her outfit, the orange with the green with the blue, and these highlights there of the purple and the pink that matches the hair. The highlights in her hair are wonderful. Her shoes look cool. I mean, overall, if you had to take a pop that was kind of like, so-and-so, or mid as the kids call it these days, this is another way of elevating that for sure. And then we have my boy Steve here. Oh, Steve. He can do no wrong. But again, his hair is like this shocking orange. And it's like they took the color from Robin's pants and they put it in his hair. I love the highlights there as well. They still kept him with the green vest, which I love. And the highlights on the paint job on this are just so good. His watch is even more detailed. But again, it's kind of bleeding in to his skin. Like it didn't make it all the way. So one of the downsides of mass production is that sometimes the quality control isn't there. And he does have a slight scratch on his face. But again, these are little things that from far away, like as a collector, whatever. It's not the end of the world. There's a sticker there for TargetCon 2024. So cool. Like, who knew we were going to get more Stranger Things pops? I didn't know. I didn't know I was going to get them in time for this one. And I just started collecting in October, so my gosh. If you made it this far, kudos to you. I'm going to end the video today with one of the best things I was able to pick up in this whole process, and it is a Loungefly. Here it is, and we have this Eddie Munson tribute Stranger Things bag. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. First of all, look at this beautiful red placard that says Stranger Things Loungefly. I love that. And it is framed by this black textured border. Like it's not just like flat black, like it's textured. And as you come out here, you can see the lightning of the upside down of the devil bats flying around Eddie as he's distracting them as he plays Master of Puppets. Now this does glow in the dark. As you can see here, the detail of the landscaping, the clouds, the vine work. So this is all like a cutout applique here around Eddie. Sometimes I'm not a fan of that, but I'm gonna just shut up and love on this. His foot on the amp here. And his eyes are closed, so he semi does look like Joseph Quinn. Like, I love the detail. Like, it's not just a flat black, it's like a painting. And you have the silver hardware, textured black lining here that they use for the frame. Just so nice. And look at, they have the Creel House on the side pocket here. The textured leather here, it's like Saffiano leather they call it. Well, of course this is all vegan leather. That detailing, so beautiful what they do here. And on the other side, they have the other wall of amps. My gosh. This is so great. The lining, and it's just the Hellfire Club logo going in both directions. So that's the same in the core. I mean, it is more functional. That does have this front compartment here and the core. Look at these padded straps. It's so freaking awesome with the flame. Like, they really went all out for this bag. I mean, it's the Eddie Munson tribute bag. They had to. And on the back, it says Hellfire Club, and you have the logo there as well. And oh my gosh, it's just so freaking cool. This artwork on this bag is just something else, isn't it? My gosh, you are in the upside down. As far as many backpacks go, this is a little bit more substantial, and I appreciate that. Of course, I had to get the wallet. Here's the back here with the placard. This is like so plush feeling. I like the texture of this. Is really nice. On the other side, we have our boy Eddie. Oh my gosh. We love you, Eddie. There's nothing special about any cutout here. You can just still see the lining that's in the bag. You have your room for your cards here, and it does have a zipper pocket here to put in your cash or your change, which is awesome. My favorite feature of these wallets when they have that element there, because people still use cash, okay? So as a collector, this is everything. I love a set, and this is just a cool bag to have. Never thought in a million years that I would actually have any Stranger Things items. Now look at me. So we made it. That was it. My gosh. That is one of the largest collections I've gotten in recent memory. And it's all because of my love for Steddie. I love that fandom. I love the characters. There's so many great authors, artists. Like, look at these artists. Like, it is alive and well. Comment down below which item was your favorite. Are we twins on any of these items? A big thank you to all my new subscribers. You guys, your support really means the world to me. So if you like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps me out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video with other people that I think might enjoy it. This is a reminder, when we hit that 500 mark, I will be doing another giveaway. I know it was jam-packed, so I really do appreciate each and every one of you who actually stayed to the very end. I am so looking forward to season 5. Again, please go ahead and follow the Skull Rock broadcast. Those ladies are doing amazing things. And if you are into Steddie, if you love music breakdowns, if you love actor updates, if you love anything related to Stranger Things in preparation for season 5, go ahead and listen to them now. They have 8 episodes up so far, like I said at the beginning. So don't miss out. Get on board and enjoy yourselves. And with that, be safe. Tell someone you love them because tomorrow's never promised. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye!